All right, we are now on video C. We're going to be looking at some story problems and using slope and y-intercept to look at some real-world situations and answer some questions. The first thing I want to draw your attention to is the table at the top of the screen. Those are some key words, the word per, additional, each, every. Those are words that indicate we're looking at the slope. The y-intercept is when you're going to have like an initial fee, a one-time cost, the starting cost, or a flat rate. And that's going to make more sense when we look at a couple problems here. Question number 1 says Carson rented a U-Haul for $75 per day. Now that word per was a vocab word at the very top right here. And a one-time fee, again, that was another one of those things we were looking for, of $150. So to rent a U-Haul, it's going to cost them $75 every day they keep it. And then they also have to pay a one-time cost of $150. I want to know, what is the total cost for 8 days? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write my equation in y equals mx plus b. So remember, we're using y equals mx plus b, and this is my slope, and b is my y-intercept. Okay, so $75 per day, that's my keyword for slope, so it's going to be 75x. And then a one-time fee is a keyword for the y-intercept, so it's a plus 150. And we can use this equation to help us answer some questions. So y equals 75x plus 150. So that tells me I need to find out how many 8 for 8 days. Well, I'm going to have to do 75 times 8 plus 150. So I'm going to rent my U-Haul for 8 days, so I have to pay $75 every day. And then I also have to give them an additional $150, and that's just a one-time thing. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 75 times 8, and that's $600. Plus 150 would be $750. So in this line, I want you to write 75, and I'm going to write times 8. And that's one way you can write multiplication is with parentheses, plus 150 equals $750. All right, going on to question number 2. Again, draw your attention up to the top where you have your keywords. It says you can buy a 16-ounce cup of ice cream for $3. So that's just $3. If I go into Menchie's and I say I want a 16-ounce cup of ice cream or frozen yogurt, they're going to say it's $3. And then you can add additional toppings for 50 cents each. And I see that keyword per. Okay, that's really important. So every topping I get, it's 50 cents. So if I get 2, it's $1. If I get 3 toppings, it's $1.50. So that's going to be what changes. Remember, the keyword per tells me that it is the slope. And that $3 is just that flat rate. That's the one time I have to pay $3. So if I looked at my table where it says per is the slope. So per, 50 cents per topping. I'm going to go ahead and put that in by the x. And then plus my y-intercept is 3. And again, my equation is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. And then we can use this equation we just wrote to answer this question: what is the cost for 8 toppings on the ice cream? So we have to say, well, it's 50 cents for every topping, and I'm going to get 8 of those. So 50 cents times 8, plus I have to buy the ice cream for $3. What is that total cost? So 50 cents times 8 is $4. Okay, so I just did 50 cents times 8 is $4 plus $3. And that's a one-time thing. I don't have to pay $3 for every topping. It's just $3 for the ice cream. And that gives me a total of $7 for my ice cream. All right, last question. It says Allie is renting out a go-kart place for her birthday. She must pay a $200 fee. Okay, that's important. And I see fee right here in my y-intercept. And then plus $10 per person. Again, that's important. That indicates slope. So what is the total cost for 12 people to attend the birthday? So let's write our equation again. Y equals mx plus b. And m is the slope. You're going to get tired of me saying this, but hopefully we remember it. Y-intercept. So $10 per person, that indicates that that is slope. So I would write $10 plus my fee of $200. So my equation is y equals 10x plus 200. And then my question asks me, what's going to be the cost for 12 people to attend this party? So I'd have to do $10 per person, so 10, and there's 12 people, so $10 times 12 people plus $200 just to kind of reserve the place. So 10 times 12 is 120 plus 200 is $320. So your next assignment is going to be to complete a few story problems using the table up on top that gives you the keywords. And you're going to be doing exactly what we just did. So if you need to rewatch this video, look at some more examples, ask a question, ask the sub, ask a student that's already worked on this. But you should be able to use these examples to complete your next assignment. Once you get it done, make sure you get it checked, make any corrections, and then get it initialed. And then you will be moving on. And I do believe you are going to be on your last assignment. So you are done with videos. You will just be now completing the Unit 3 review. If you need help on that Unit 3 review, refer back to all of these videos previously or your notes.